I wanted to share a few of my thoughts about art fairs in general, things I actually wish I had known before going to art fairs. I would have definitely done things differently. Now, you have to understand an art fair is a very complex entity. There's so much work that goes into it, from logistics to shipping to installation to insurance. So while it's completely okay to go to an art fair and just browse around and look for artworks, meet gallerists, meet artists, and meet friends, unless you're a serious buyer, avoid going to an art fair day one, day two. Remember, you're not entering a museum, you're not entering a biennial. This is a commercial entity. Gallerists are there to sell, sell, sell. Expect to be surrounded by hundreds, thousands of people at an art fair. Collectors, artists, art dealers, everybody's there to look at artworks by artists they know, but also to discover new artists, all under one roof. So, first things first. The first thing you do is get on the art fair website and browse through the website, see everything that the art fair is offering in this specific year. What you need to do is you need to research the fair. You need to check everything from the list of galleries to the events and performances taking place, to the book launches, to the talks and lectures, also to the non-commercial side of the fair. Today, an art fair is not only strictly commercial, an art fair today is like a big educational platform. There's so much to absorb, there's so much to look around. Just take your time and learn as much as you can. Learn with your eyes. I always leave an art fair very enriched, and so should you. Step number 2, the invitation. If you're a collector, you know how it works. You'll receive the invitation either directly from the art fair or from the gallerist. And if you're not a collector, I advise you to register online and get your invitation from the fair directly, or contact the gallerist you wish to visit at the art fair and negotiate with them. Just talk to them, strike a discussion, and see if they can send you perhaps a complimentary invitation. Either way, make sure you're on both mailing lists, the fair's mailing list as well as the gallery's mailing list. Step number 3, the floor plan. This is something I never follow, but it's always good to see it. So you get the floor plan of the fair and you highlight where the galleries you want to visit are, so that you know how to maneuver when you're on the fairgrounds. You will receive a package like this one from the art fair. Some people do it online, some fairs do it physically, and you receive some information about the fair. This is a new system. They give you a tag like this, like a wristband, or you may receive also another form of invitation in the form of a package, a small catalog inside, and a VIP card like this one. Okay, we are here. Abu Dhabi Art, 11th year, 50 galleries, 22 cities, over 300 artworks. Now this is what I would call a boutique art fair. I called it the jewel of art fairs. It's very compact, very small, but it's got some of the best galleries around the world and some of the most beautiful artworks you will ever see. My first advice to you is to dress appropriately. I know you can be very fashionable. It's very important to be fashionable in an art fair, but for me, I would rather choose comfort. As you see, I'm wearing a t-shirt, cargo pants, especially with side pockets. They're very important for me, and super important to have very comfortable shoes because you're going to be walking for hours and hours. And if you're carrying a tote bag, you might need to carry some extra essentials like a fan, probably wet wipes, extra mobile charger, a bottle of water to hydrate, and I'm sure you'll need a cap because there's always a sculpture park outside, and some SPF. And I almost forgot, gum. The last thing you want to do is negotiate a discount with bad breath. One more thing, Abu Dhabi Art is divided into 3 sections, Manarat Al-Sadiyat, MAS. So M is dedicated to media partners, community partners, and non-profit organizations. Sections A and S are dedicated to commercial galleries. And this is what you're going to see in a minute. One of the first things I do when I enter an art fair, I ask if there are art guides. It's very important to see the artwork, and you may like it aesthetically, but it becomes much more significant and much more meaningful to you if it's well explained. We're right in the fair right now. Now, the fair organizers gave us access while it's still work in progress, so we're actually walking on plastic. You're going to see boxes being uncrated, artworks being unwrapped. It's mayhem, but it's so beautiful. You feel the energy of the art fair. It's one of the best feelings. Just breathe and smell all this beautiful art. You're going to be seeing a lot of friends. You're going to be meeting a lot of new people, new galleries. Just keep talking to everybody, connect with everyone, and spark a conversation. You never know where this will lead to. And if you love an artwork, remember not to be ashamed or intimidated. Just ask the gallery as many questions as you want. The things you want to know about, the most important things would be to ask about the artist's career, the provenance of the work, check the condition of the work, if it's an original, if it's an edition probably, check if there are any other specific criteria you need to know, such as the lighting sensitivities, humidity sensitivities. Maybe there are electronic instructions to some work, and sometimes you have specific shipping instructions. Just ask and see what the galleries tell you. The more information, the better for you. Now, you've seen an artwork that you love, you've made up your mind, and you've done your thorough research. If there's an artwork you like, don't go in impulse buying, because you may commit a mistake. Take your time, go around, come back to it, but don't take too long, because remember, there's always another collector out there looking for the same artwork. Now, don't be afraid to negotiate with the gallery. They expect you to negotiate the price down. So do it, but do it elegantly, in a very refined manner. Remember, you're dealing with art, not potatoes. There's no standard fixed discount. But depending on the work, depending on the artist, and depending on the gallery, of course, the discounts may range between 5 to 15 to maximum 20%, I would say. And if there's an artwork that you really love but still can't afford to pay it up front, don't be ashamed to ask again the gallery for installment facilities or payment facilities. Now remember, although they would love to be paid up front, but they have absolutely no problem in helping you out, because guess what? They also need to grow the collector's market, and they want you to grow your collection. Last but not least, don't forget to check this magazine. This is the winter issue. We have 2 covers, the environment issue, but that's not all. We also have stacks of papers that will be piled in here in these 2 boxes. Whenever you see these boxes, grab your copy in Arabic and in English. It's going to be here tomorrow for the entire fair period. I hope you pick your copy and enjoy the fair. Tell me what you bought.